Well, there's word that hackers with ties to the Russian government have made their way into the software that runs a good chunk of our nation's critical infrastructure. Great news. According to the reporting of ABC News, which came out with this first, the feds say this could cause an economic catastrophe. The Department of Homeland Security now reports the bug has been in play at least since 2011. But officials supposedly have no idea when the hackers might activate it and potentially cause some real damage. So it's just sitting in there waiting for activation. Analysts say just about every type of critical system is at risk. Energy, water, banking, transportation, the list is long. And ABC cites national security sources who say there's evidence Russia backed the entire thing. Not just some Russian oligarchs or rich people, the Russian government. Those sources do not think it's a random attack at all, but that the Russians are taking a page from the Cold War playbook, and they're calling it a very serious threat. With us now, Mark Rash. He's a cybersecurity analyst and former federal computer crimes prosecutor, spent several years in charge of the Justice Department's computer crime unit. It's good to see you. Thanks.
Thank you, Shep.
Is this as serious as this reporting makes it out to be?
It really is. I mean, there's a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt that goes on here. But what we're talking about is a state-sponsored attack at critical infrastructures. So it's very serious because it can go off at any time whenever they want it to.
So it's as if they have planted bombs in all of our systems, right? And they have a finger on the button. They can use it whenever they want.
That's right. I mean, what's happened is it's infiltrated the critical infrastructure for energy, for power, for telecommunications, transportation, all these critical infrastructures, and they just hold a button and they can push the button anytime they want.
How did they get in there? How did they do this?
Well, there's lots of ways to do it. Through what are called phishing attacks is one way. Yeah. The other way is through what's called the supply chain. So all of these infrastructures have to buy hardware and software from other places. And you can infiltrate the supply chain and use that to get in.
Is there anything we can do about this to keep them from blowing it all up?
Well, there are a lot of things that we can do and a lot of things that we are doing. We're tightening up the supply chain. We're running actual bit-by-bit analysis of all of the code that makes up all of the software. And then we can also take the stuff offline, as much as possible offline, so it can't be controlled remotely.
Should we be worried that the Russians are about to take the whole thing down? I mean, because from this reporting, it sounds like they could if they wanted to.
Well, it's hard to tell right now if the real goal of whoever installed this, and we think it's the Russians, but of course they're not going to take credit for it, whether the goal is to say, hey, look, we've infiltrated you, we can do what we want, so don't attack us because we can attack you back, or whether their intention is really to use this and to attack us immediately. There are a lot of defenses that we have to it, and we need to install those, but this is part of the old Cold War, but updated to the cyber war.
I can only assume we do this to everybody too, right?
Well, you know, you can make those assumptions.
I can make those assumptions?
No.
Okay, I'll do that then. Mark, it's nice to see you. Go ahead, real quick.
What I'm saying is, this is where the war is going to be fought next. It's not just going to be fought on the battlefield. It's going to be fought on the internet as well.
Mark Rash, a cybersecurity analyst with us from D.C. Mark, thanks.